morning, sunshines. Super not sure if this is gonna work today. I've been meandering about the beach trying to find the perfect spot for a video, and it's real windy. Actually, it's not really windy at all. It's breezy and beautiful, but I thought you guys might not be able to hear me on account of that. So we're giving this a shot. I'm coming to you from Tampa Bay, ladies and gents. Look at that, 200 tropical drinks right there. Morning, Adrian, how's it going, girl? And you can barely see me, but that's okay, right? It was dark yesterday, it's dark today. Good morning, sunshine. Good morning, Jose. Good morning, Vanessa. How are you guys? Morning, Anna. You guys are on fire today. You're like, yes, palm trees given to me. Tomorrow, hopefully it's like a little bit less breezy, and then I'll go down on the beach, because sometimes it just feels good to be on the beach when you're not on the beach. And I think your guys' weather there in Denver, if you're in Denver, is still just a little bit not great, right? I mean, it's perfect, but morning, sunshine, Vanessa. Guys, we are starting, I think it's our number 12. I actually wasn't sure. I just wrote number 12 and I was like, is that right? But I was thinking about it and I wanted to go over something else today. And I thought, you know what? We are like almost 2 weeks into this and I've only given you 2 of the savers so far. So I need to give you some more of the savers. So as we're doing our miracle morning together, you guys feel like you're making more strides towards actually accomplishing that every day. And it's gonna be a little crazy in here. No worries about that, right? So miracle morning together. We're starting off. You guys are doing your gratitudes, right? You're doing, it's freaking cold, sunshine. That is awesome, Jose. So you guys pop in your gratitudes for the morning. That's where we started off, right? We talked about how that changed our body, how it changed our mind, and I wish it wasn't so dark. But I'm grateful that it's working at all. So there's my first gratitude. My gratitude, super easy today, you guys. I'm grateful for the sunshine, right? I'm grateful for this beautiful weather. It's in the 80s here in Tampa Bay. I am grateful that I get to watch my daughter compete, which is what I'm going to talk about a little bit today in terms of visualization. This evening, I'm grateful that I get to go to an art district and go see a Dali museum. I'm grateful that I made the choice to have a big life. So that's what I'm grateful for today. What are you guys grateful? You put it in there, drop a 1 if this is your first time in. If it's a rewatch, if it's a drop right that. And then if you are know what you're doing, which some of you do, watch these guys will start just like pounding it out here. Do your good morning, sunshine, and then what you're grateful for. After that, it's our affirmations, of course, and our I ams are very powerful. We just talked about that for the last couple days, and how to really control your life by visualizing yourself a different way. So the visualization and the affirmations go hand in hand to me. Actually, a lot of the routines go hand in hand, are kind of interchangeable. But in terms of your affirmations, share with us something that you're living, right? Mine is generally that I am love, I am light, I am energy, and I give love, I give light, I give energy. That's really how I like to powerfully start my day. Also right now, I am happy, I am healthy, I am forward moving, I am calm, I am relaxed, I am living in the moment. I told you guys a lot of those yesterday, right? Okay, so that's 2 of our, well, it's not really 2 of our savers. The other one is our silence. Taking a lot of time for silence. Walk on the beach today, had a little bit of silent time on that. So how are you guys getting silent? Your meditation, right? I had that one before. Do you even meditate, bro? Yeah. Good morning, Melissa. Good morning, Debbie. How are you guys? Right, there we go. Vanessa's got in there. Morning, Kelly. How are you, girl? All right, so let's talk about the point at hand today, which is visualization. I want to try to get through more of these savers as we're going through these 30 days. It's not a perfect journey. It's not like you guys need to be doing every one of these things every day. It's making strides, it's making progress. It's starting something new and making the commitment for a new you, right? And it's just baby steps, you guys. If you've been doing your affirmations and your gratitude for the last 12 days, that's huge. That's a huge thing, right? Some of you are ready for a bigger challenge and you want the next thing. And I wanted to talk about visualization today. Morning, Michelle, how are you? Because there were some subjects, just being here on the beach always reminds me of some things, but we're about to go watch a competition. And I know I talk about the girls a lot and their gymnastics, but you know, these girls, we figured out the hours. It's insane the number of hours that they practice for what ends up being about 26 minutes of competing a year, where they practice about 20 hours a week. And it's just crazy the work that they put in. But a huge piece that I learned as a gymnast was about visualization. So a lot of my experience in visualization has come from athletics. Even my thesis was about the mental aspect of athletics and what that can do for you to mentally practice. And these girls are already going through it, right? Kinsey's 13, and your body can only handle so much I know this. And there's times where they need a break, their bodies need a break, and it can't all be physical practice. It has to be mental practice. So for me, what ended up happening is that I had some serious injuries my last couple years of gymnastics, and I wasn't able to practice. Like really, one touch was as much as I could do, meaning I would go to 4 hours, and every single thing that I did was quite painful. So my coach would have me just do like one vault or one like one performance, right? Like just like slight movements. The majority of the time I was at the gym, I was not practicing physically, I was practicing mentally. So I would sit on this like balance ball, you guys know those things, on my knees, and I remember like I'd close my eyes and I would do the arm movements because my arms worked, it was my legs that didn't work well, and just see myself over and over again. I wouldn't just like kind of see myself, I would see the beginning of my routine, I would see the end of my routine, I would see the scores, I would see everything. I would see the audience, I would feel it, I would smell it, I would feel my heart race, I would feel the nerves, and I would really put myself in that moment, put myself in that presence, put myself there. And what was amazing is that I did this for months and months and months, and then I would go to a competition and I would get at an event and I would just do it. And my body was able to stay sharp because I was practicing up here. So it doesn't always have to be the physical movement of something, right? Our minds are so powerful that, we got people just like, what is she doing? Our minds are so powerful that we can actually accomplish so much in our lives just by creating it up here first, right? So I'm starting to see my daughter, some of the other gymnasts start to go through some of this, and I'm intrigued by it. I'm super intrigued by it. I've done some different studies. Morning, Johnny, how's it going? I've done some different, read some different studies, and one of them that I was just looking at, they had these 2 test groups, and they're pianists, and they had one group and they only they practice, right? And another group, test group, practice for the same number of hours, no fingers to keys, just simply in their mind. So just sitting, like this is them practicing while the other group has their hand on the keys. And what was interesting is that after a week, every day they were hand in hand accelerating at the same pace by the visualization technique. Now after a while, it was about muscle memory, muscle movement, right? So it couldn't be completely just up here, but it definitely was a huge influencer and started with that. And okay, so there you go, visualization, okay, awesome, Callie, pianist, gymnast, what does it have to do with me, and what does it have to do with my life, and what does it have to do with a miracle morning? And visualization is indeed one of the key pieces for Hal Elrod's Miracle Morning, and it's what most successful people, if you'll talk to them, it takes up some sort of their space, and that is where they're visualizing, they're seeing their future for what they want to create. Because I said this yesterday, everything's created twice, right? It's created once up here, and then it's created once in real life. It doesn't just happen. We create it once by thinking about it, and the more we think about something, the more we bring it to us, the more that it becomes a part of our life. So how are you visualizing your life? What are you filling your mind with? What are you fueling your mind with each and every day? What are you thinking about all day long, and what do you see for yourself in the future? It takes us back to our savers of the silence piece of it. If you don't ever get silent, if you don't ever get quiet, if you don't ever turn off some screens where you can actually just be with yourself, this is probably going to be very difficult for you. This is one you're probably just going to skip. It's why I kind of got in this order. You can start with gratitude right away. You can start with affirmations right away. That silence piece is difficult. Unless you can silent your mind, it's going to be hard to visualize because there's so much shit up there. It's going to be hard to fill it with something amazing because you need to empty it first. So just keep that in mind. If you need to work on your silence for a little while longer, awesome, no problem. When you find it, start to let yourself act like a kid again and get imaginative and think about what would you want in your life if you could have anything. What could you create? If you could create anything from nothing, what would your life be? Blank canvas right now, how would you paint this out? Would you be doing whatever you're doing today? Right? Yes, I know, St. Peach is a delight. How did you know I was there? You can see my stuff? It's great, right? Hey, what's going on, Max? Hope you got home safe. So what would you create if you were able just to do anything? Would you write the story that you're living today if you could write any story? Whatever time you woke up, whatever job you're going to, whatever relationship you're in, however your family situation's working out, whatever your passions are, whatever your hobbies are, is that what you would write if there was a blank page today? Or take out a new page and it's going to take some time to transition, I get that, but write a new page, write a new ideal day. This is what I see in my ideal day, my ideal life. And that's like the starting of what visualization would be. It's creating it in your mind, and then after you create it once, and I don't want to go too far into this because I'm probably almost to my 10 minutes already here, but maybe we'll talk about that more tomorrow. No, that's not what we're talking about tomorrow. We're talking about something different from a story that I have from today that was real great. I'm just going to give this to you. So let's take that as our practice. We're just going to start with just this so that we can work on visualization, because I know that, like, from coaching coaches, we have such a difficult time changing our mindset. We're so stuck in our ways. That's all we can see. We can see our body at this weight. We can see our physique like this. We can see our health like this. We can see our relationships like this, because we don't know anything else, and we don't silence ourselves to find the other thing, right? So let's start with, look at what your page is today. And even if you want to write this, like, this is my day. This is what I do, like this. And I don't know if you want to write like a story. That's how I would, like, oh, I got out of bed at this time and I was in this sort of mood, and I went and I ate this for breakfast, and I had, like, whatever, like, it was a great morning. Or if you're just like, oh my God, I woke up and it was 5 minutes late again, and I was stressed out and I was yelling at the kids, whatever. Write down what your story is, like what actually happens today. Okay? Maybe highlight the things that you thought were awesome, or circle and be like, yes, I want that to be a piece of my day every day. Highlight it. Let's highlight it. Do you guys like highlighters? I do. I like markers and stuff. Okay, so highlight the pieces that you're like, yep, that was awesome. I'll do that like every single day. And then take a look at your page. One page of your life. How colorful is it? How many highlights do you have? Morning, Nikki. How's it going, girl? And how colorful is it, right? And observe that and notice that. And then that's dare one. Maybe you just take that up. And guys, remember, action and interaction is how we grow. Step 2, if you want, is, yes, highlighters. Guys, if you need a highlighter or a colorful pen, ask Vanessa. She'll hook you up, girl. So if you want the second dare, then I would say, try to write a new page, where you would highlight the entire page, and it would be the most colorful page of your life. And take a look at the two, and let's see if we can work on bridging the gap. Sound good? Okay, so I'm sure that I've overtalked today. Here's the review, like always. My name's Callie, you know that because you're on my Facebook, and I'm sitting here at St. Pete's Beach about to go to gymnastics meet. We just talked about visualization from the Miracle Morning, which we're doing together every day for 30 days. I think we're on day 12, I'm not quite sure. And what that looks like is us just helping propel and advance our lives through a positive morning routine. And if you're not taking the time, oh, you guys are the best, just do that all day. Creating a powerful morning routine, maybe you're not doing that on your own yet. We're doing it together to make it easier. And as we do it together, you guys are gonna find the availability and the time to do it and want to do it on your own. It's just a natural progression. So keep jumping on each morning. It's about 8:05 Mountain Standard Time. If you were the first time on, put a 1 in so I know that, so I can recognize you. And then otherwise, you can see everybody follow their suit. You come in, you write good morning sunshine, you write a gratitude, something you're grateful for, an affirmation, and let us know if you did any meditation or silence in the last day. So we're really checking in with one another, keeping each other accountable. Sound good? All right, I'm gonna go see some artwork. Yeah, and then go watch a competition, which is gonna be amazing. Good morning, Sunshine Dale. Thank you guys for joining me, and hopefully we'll be on the beach tomorrow. We'll see how breezy it is. Hopefully you can hear me today, along with all of my other friends. And look at that, that's what's later. 200 tropical drinks on the beach, cold as beer. Ooh, all right, see you guys.